Final Fantasy VII on Steam has gotten its update, and the old version of Final Fantasy VII has been delisted. And the new version has gotten off to quite the rocky start. We're going to talk about all of that and more in today's video, so I hope you can join me for this one. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. If you want to support the channel, please hit the like button, and if you want to stick around for some more Final Fantasy content, you are already in the right place. Just hit that subscribe button. Last month, out of nowhere, we got a notification on the Final Fantasy VII Steam store page that they were going to be releasing a new version, and that current version, which is now known as the 2013 version, will be delisted. Now, in certain pockets of the internet, people were going crazy thinking, oh my god, they're going to be changing the story to make it more like remake. What are we going to do? Damn you, Square. That simply wasn't the case. I think the smarter ones in the room at the time, myself included, that this was going to be the PS4 and console ports just brought to PC, so that the same version of the original Final Fantasy VII was available on all systems. Lo and behold, that's what we got. They did an update last night. I wanted some time for it to sit because it did have quite the rocky start, but it does come with the following features, and these were not available in the 2013 edition. So you have the 3x speed mode, which allows you to play the game up to 3x speed, which for those that want to do a bit of grinding is quite the nice quality of life to have. You can also turn off battle encounters, though this doesn't affect story encounters. There's a battle enhancement mode, which allows you to keep having your MP and HP replenish whenever you get hit, as long as you don't get hit more than your actual max HP. And then your limit break is always constantly full for an easy time that people that might just want to play the game and experience the story, but still get a bit of a handle on how combat works. Now, this version comes with a new addition that was not in the PS4 and console ports, which is autosave, which is a really nice quality of life. I assume this is going to be working when you go between different maps. Maybe it does it at certain story intervals. Nonetheless, a great feature to have on a modern port of the game. So looking at that, yes, it is the PlayStation 4 and console versions. But like I said at the beginning of the video, it had quite the rocky start. Now, the 2013 edition has been delisted. You can no longer get it. The new version is the only one available. But don't you worry, because I got you covered thanks to our partners at Instant Gaming. If you use the link down below, you can pick up the 2013 edition of Final Fantasy VII on Steam for just $6.66. So for those that might have missed out and want that version, it's there for you. If you've already got that version, why not check out the website? There's games up to 90% off there, including Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX if you're wanting to go mod crazy with those games. Not only will you be supporting the channel by using those links, you'll be saving yourself some money. So this did kind of launch out of nowhere, and the way it went down is that they were like, hey, the new version is available, you can download it right now, and eager beavers that were there to download and update the game straight away noticed that there was no game to download, which was quite funny nonetheless. A great start for them. They quickly fixed this, but as people dove in, myself included, there was a few issues, especially on the Steam version. This is also available on GOG, but on the Steam version specifically, there was a couple of bugs. Some of them have since been fixed, like this battle speed bug. So essentially, every time you went into battle, you'll probably see it in the footage right now, it was automatically at the max speed. And if you used a speed booster, it went even higher, looking pretty insane. Pretty crazy that this got overlooked, but it did get fixed quite quickly, so kudos to the team for looking at that. But there are a few issues as well that still lie in this newer version. The pre-rendered backgrounds, they're pretty blurry compared to the 2013 edition. Not too sure when looking back at the PS4 versions, but there's this weird blur on the menus as well as all of the characters. There is a pretty noticeable sound bug when it comes to going through the menu. It seems to skip a lot of the cursor sounds as you're going up and down the menu. It might not be something that affects too many people, but there are some things there that are really holding the game back and not really making it the go-to version. Another thing that they stated, which is quite funny, is that the save data is not compatible between the versions. That the 2013 edition will only work with the 2013 edition, and the new version will only work with the new version. This is actually not true. It's very easy. Once you find the route of where the new saves are, you can just drag and drop your old saves in. As you can see, I have playing the new version on a very late game save. Why they said it wasn't compatible, maybe they weren't sure if it would be compatible, that things would break, who knows. But if you do have saves and you're worried about your old saves, it's just a simple drag and drop job. Now I can see what Square's doing here by releasing this newer version for people to play. Like I said, they've got the boosters. It's the same version across all consoles and platforms now, which is great to see, but it just seems that there's a few little hiccups that they need to hit here and there because it has been quite the rocky start for this launch. If you go on to the Steam page, you can see that the reviews are mostly negative. A lot of people still preferring the 2013 edition, and that's mostly because of the mods. I've covered mods on the channel quite a bit because it gives a new lease of life on the game, customizing it to your liking, tweaking the difficulty, changing models, having a complete new gameplay experience, all of the above, which is great. And with this new version, a lot of people were worried that all of those were going to break. And after some time, the Seventh Heaven mod launcher, from what I can see, has got a beta update that I'm currently using at the time of this video. And after a bit of tweaking, uninstalling the 2013 edition, reinstalling Seventh Heaven, reinstalling the new version, I've managed to get it working, as you can see in this version, so you can play the new version with mods. So it's nice to see that it does work, but a lot of people might not want to go through this hassle at the moment, so the 2013 edition is still your best bet. I should imagine in the coming days and coming weeks there'll be more stable builds of the Seventh Heaven mod launcher that will work and click into any of the versions of Final Fantasy VII that you have. Using mods with the new version disables all of the enhancements it gets, so you can't use the 3x speed, you can't use the enhancements, you can't use the autosave, and you can't turn the encounters off. Also, it disables all the achievements, so all of the new achievements that come with this version you can't get through mods at the moment. I still question why this took as long as it did to update the PC version to be on par with the console versions, but I assume that with more people playing Final Fantasy VII than ever, wanting to go back to the original version, having it available and having these enhancements, much like what they've done with the remake games, is just making things in this day and age accessible for everyone to play. So I can understand it from that perspective. I just wish there was a little bit more work put into this one, but time will tell. It's still early days. It seems like they're pretty active in fixing a lot of the bugs that are present. Like I said, they got on top of that battle speed bug really quickly, which was nice to see and is a good sign of things to come. So we'll see what it's like in the next couple of days. And that's about everything when it comes to this version of Final Fantasy VII. I think give it time, we'll be where we need to be. A lot of people aren't happy with it at the moment, but we'll see. I appreciate your time, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.